Hey folks, well it's mid-January, we're all in lockdown, we can't go and buy the parts we want, potentially no car shows this year, unless things improve. It's a bit dire. If you're anything like me right now, you're probably feeling a bit demotivated, enthusiasm is way down there. And the bad part for me is I've pretty much built this car, and everything else from this point on is just an improvement. But if we don't have anywhere to go and no one to see, then what's the point? So, in this video, I'm going to try and work out a few ways we can increase that enthusiasm, get some motivation, maybe make some goals for this coming year. Gotta do something. This is just too depressing for words. Alright, stay tuned. So, we have two choices. We can wallow in self-pity for the next 6 months, achieve nothing except maybe catch up on your favourite Netflix show. Achieves nothing. Brain rot. Option B, you suck it up and get on with the job. Easier said than done, I know. However, I think with a bit more support for each other, either on YouTube channels or Facebook, Instagram, whatever. It's just my heater cutting in because it's cold out here. And as I say, just encourage each other, push each other a bit further forward. And then when things do start opening up, hopefully summer or towards the end of summer, we'll be ready, we'll be good to go and get out there and enjoy the sunshine and the car scene like the good old days, okay? Now, every job's different. Some people are sitting there with a bare frame and a couple of wheels and a mock-up. I'm like 50% done, so everything I do from this point on is just gravy, you know, just to make it a bit better. So what you should, or what I think you should strive to do anytime you want to work in your car, don't be overwhelmed. If there's a small job, do the small job. If there's a big job, do a bit of the big job. You don't have to complete the whole frame in one day. I kind of found that out last year. So let's look around my car and see if we can get started again, even with a couple of small jobs. I know there's a couple of things I want to do and a couple of things I did yesterday, which didn't take long, but moved it forward a little bit. Let me show you. So, do you remember when I fitted my new Scott Rod number plate at the front? And it was just the plate on its own. Well, I found a nice chrome trim round, which just adds just that little bit more je ne sais, I don't know what. So that took approximately 30 seconds, but it makes a big difference. And moving to the back of the car, do you remember I installed a third brake light, and it was up there and it was 2 LED strips. And they were a wee bit obvious, and to be honest, I didn't need the 2 strips. My wife suggested 2 and I agreed because, you know, she's the boss. But in retrospect, I should have put my foot down because it only requires 1 strip. So I've moved it from the top, the 2 strips at the top, to a single strip at the bottom. It's plenty bright enough, and this time I've actually followed the curve of the body line there. So it's much more subtle and works perfectly fine. Let me show you. Much better, right? Took me about 10 minutes to rewire the single strip and get some more double-sided tape, stick it on. But 2 jobs took less than half an hour, and I've moved a little bit further forward. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just have to do something every day, and you'll eventually get there. I'm not exactly a motivational speaker. I'm just making this up as I go along, but If you don't even do one thing a day, then the car will never get done. Simple as that. So what else can we do? Because I don't feel like cutting and grinding today. So let's find other small jobs we can be doing. Now I had said, in fact promised, on the last video, that I was going to start installing my seatbelts. It's actually quite a big job. To do it right, I'll need to take the seats out because I'll be cutting and welding and I don't want to ruin the seats. Plus the seats are really inhibiting the space I've got to work in there. So instead of forcing myself to do the seatbelts just now, I'll do something that I actually want to do. Because there's nothing worse than being forced to do a job. You don't enjoy doing it and you end up rushing it and making mistakes. So let's not do the seatbelts right now. So instead of that, let's do something relatively easy, which has just been bugging me for a while. You notice my interior mirror? It's kind of high. Now I've already lowered it by like 1.5 inches, but it's still not low enough. If you look at the level of the glass compared to the back window, it's way too high. So I'm only getting to see kind of that angle down instead of all the way back. So I need to lower this by at least 2 inches. So I'll probably do away with that whole bracket and make a new thing. So let me whip something together. Okay, that's much better. So as I said before, this section is going to be getting covered up at some point, and then the roof liner over the top. So I'm not too bothered about how that looks. It is quite flush there. That is obviously protruding, but I could jump off that bridge when we come to it. But certainly the vision out the back is much better. And as a little added bonus, everyone gets to see my cool mirror from the outside, which they weren't getting to see before. Awesome. Another little jobby done. So there you go. That's all you have to do. A couple of little jobs, keep you sane, and give you that feeling that you've actually achieved something, no matter how small. We're one step closer. Now, understand not everyone's got the ability to upload videos, but most people have access to Facebook. So here's an idea. I've got a Facebook group, Scott Rods, on Facebook, strangely enough. So why don't you hop over there, post your comments, post some pictures of what you're working on. It's very easy just to upload pictures straight to Facebook, and everyone can jump in, give you advice and support and criticism, probably. But that's okay. I've been criticised a lot in this project, and generally I act on criticism and advice to build a better car. So that's what we're trying to achieve, a bit of momentum and a bit of achievement at the end of the day. Right, fairly strange video for me, but I feel better. I can sleep at night knowing that I did something in the car. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you're working on. If you've got a video, remember there's a lot of new people that have joined this channel that haven't left a comment, so if you're working on something, leave a comment. People are always interested to see what everyone else is working on. Interested/nosy. Regardless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.